Hi guys, I'm Danny. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to look like this. This is my version of a pop art zombie. Wasn't sure what I was doing when I started this makeup, but this is the end result. So if you want to find out how to look like this, just carry on watching. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to paint your entire face, neck and chest bright green. Now you're going to look ridiculous to start off with, like a giant P, but the colour I'm using here is 042 by Superstar, which is an olivey green colour, and I'm just going to paint the entire face, neck, chest and ears with this green paint.
Here we go.
So once you've got your green base on, you want to start highlighting. So I'm using the colour Poison Green, which is number 210 from Superstar, and I'm going to use this as my base highlight. So I'm going to apply this on my cheekbones, my bridge of my nose, the centre of my forehead and also my chin, and then buff this colour in to the existing green base. I'm then going to exaggerate the highlight even further using Sugarpill's Taco eyeshadow, which is a really highly pigmented white eyeshadow, and I'm going to use a Real Techniques contour brush and also a Royal & Langnickel brush for the smaller areas. You also want to bring those highlights onto the neck as well and the collarbones, and then once you've done this you can start to do the contouring. So for this I'm using Midori eyeshadow and the same Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm going to hollow out the cheekbones, I'm going to carve out the jawline as well, and basically anywhere else that needs to be more sunken in. You also want to bring that colour into the inner corner and also through the crease, and then blend it in using a MAC 217. You also want to use that same colour underneath your eye as well, and then shade in any remaining areas such as the Cupid's bow, and also you want to create a sort of bum chin with this colour. Okay, and then taking a Bulletproof eyeshadow and a MAC 217, I'm going to apply this on the inner and outer corner of my eyes to make the eyes appear more hollow and sunken in. And by using a blending brush for this, the colour is going to be way more diffused and not create a harsh line. But then you want to move on to a finer brush. Here I'm using a detailed liner brush by Real Techniques and that same eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply this much more concentrated to create these bags and wrinkles underneath my eyes. And then to create the wrinkles on the brow, you want to take that same eyeshadow on that fine brush and apply this to the bridge of your nose. It really helps to screw your face up a little bit because you'll be able to see exactly where the lines should go. And then I'm going to contour and highlight this using the same eyeshadows, Midori and Taco by Sugarpill. You want to take that same blending brush and the black eyeshadow again and darken up the rest of your contours. I then took Snazaroo's pale pink face paint and started to create some drips coming from my eye. I don't really know what I was doing here or why I did this, but I just went for it. So yeah, just basically create these lines and these drips, fill it in with the pink paint. Now obviously it would have been a lot easier to do these before painting yourself bright green, but you know, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, so this is how it ended up being done. I also used that same paint to fill in my bottom lip, and then I also created the drips coming from my mouth as well. Then I also created these sort of holes that go underneath my cheekbone. Don't really know why, again, but just went for it. And then finally some drips on the forehead coming down and also on my neck. I'm then going to highlight one side of each one of these holes and drips using Kryolan's white Aqua colour face paint. And then I'm using a red eyeshadow here. I'm using Love Plus by Sugarpill, and I'm going to use this as my contour shade or my shadow shade for all of the drips and the holes. So you want to apply this on the opposite side of where you put the white highlight. I'm then taking Kryolan's Aqua Colour face paint in black and a Real Techniques fine liner brush, and I'm just going to use this to outline each side that I had just shaded on all of those holes and drips. Then you also want to line your lips using that same colour, but you want the line to taper off when it comes to the Cupid's bow, but you want the line to be really nice and dark and thick on the outer corner of your lips. You can also take the black paint and just go over the top of the wrinkles on the brow and also outline your contour for your cheekbones and your jawbone. And then I'm also using this just to outline all of the details and the features of my ear as well. I just added a few details to those holes with some horizontal lines just to show them that they're a little bit different from the drips. And then once I've done this, I'm then taking that same black face paint and filling in my eyebrows. Then I decided that this side of my face needed a bit of loving, so I decided to do the temple contour. Now this is exactly the same way that I've done all the rest of them, so using the Midori eyeshadow first, then the black eyeshadow, then blended everything together and outlined in the black paint. I then painted my hair black using that same face paint and created a curl on the centre of my forehead, which I highlighted using Kryolan's Aqua Colour face paint in white. I also popped in a pair of contact lenses. These ones are by Mesmereyez. They're the Xtreme Hellraiser contacts. These are basically black contacts with a red rim around the outside of them, so I thought they would work with this makeup. But I wanted to make the red of the eye a little bit stronger, so I took a eyeshadow stick by Stargazer and I buffed this into the pink using a small detail brush. Okay, so once you've done that, you're done. This is the finished look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Let me know in the comments section below if there's any other videos you'd like to see for Halloween. You can also now follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. I'll leave the links to those in the description bar below. But yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video and I'll see you all in the next one.